Well, that's not exactly what I wanted to run into first thing after trying to... No. Alright, we actually better give these bison quite the berth because we are limping. We have some injuries. We're pushing our way through the thick snow. Our speed is already reduced, and we really don't need to mess with those bison. Not when we have our girl Silver here. Oh, her leg. Oh, it really did take quite the beating from that elk mom. I honestly think that she wouldn't have ended up so injured if we already hadn't fallen off of the entire cliff and just barely have clawed our way down the gravel, hitting ledges. We managed to not break any bones then, but I think that perhaps they were definitely quite weakened. At the moment, we have that major injury on both her front and her back legs. Well, a major injury on the back, minor injury on the front, and I can't help but think that's because our poor Silver of Song here, Silver, with her mate Shattered in Pines, aka Shattered. I'm trying to call him Pine, but I can't help it because he's just such a sweet but very he just seems, I mean, to be honest, now they're kind of pushing their way forward, fighting through the thick snows. These two actually seem to really be finding a lot of confidence now that they've decided to choose one another as mates, and that they honestly are revealing a level of strength and determination that I didn't know we were going to find. I really thought that Silver was kind of more of a relaxed wolf who would focus herself more on just trying to find a quiet and lovely area. Oh, a new spot to go ahead and claim as our own. Yeah, no, she's gonna absolutely be doing that. But I truly thought Silver was the kind of wolf that would really be focusing a lot of her energy on just trying to carve out a place of her own without too much competition, not really fighting up against the other wolf packs, not really trying to go ahead and push them out of the way. And instead, I feel like she's revealing a really strong and hard edge because less worry about like her future wolf pups, not even so much worry about her current mate with Pine here, but I really feel like she's just upset that someone had the audacity. And what is this? What is that scent? What did we... Oh wait, what's this? A chewed collar? Okay, that is definitely a weird scent that we need to figure out. And then there's another weird scent in the air that I don't recognize. Are those pronghorns? What is this? And antlers? Oh! That's so interesting. Okay, we might do a little investigating over here, which I think that's going to lead us towards some of the edges. Yeah, that's going to lead us kind of towards some of the edges of the territory that they feel really comfortable in. We might pull ourselves sharply to the east and then north, but I didn't expect Silver to kind of be extremely upset in some ways. And hello, how are you doing there? Let's go ahead and give a little attention to our mate here. A little sniff of the noses. Shattered Pines is really proving himself to be a lot more resilient and determined than I expected as well. I don't think Silver wants to fight everybody she comes across. I don't think she wants to be like, this is my territory, and just really aggressive that way. But I do think that she found that was really... that made her upset. That was something that revealed her fangs. Getting shoved off of a cliff like that. Also, what do we have over here? Pronghorn. Yeah, we're good. We're not that hungry. We're not even that tired, so we should really keep moving and try to follow down any of the weird scents that we've been picking up. I lost them because we were so busy just like admiring the snow and the area we've come through. All right, are we going the right direction? Not really. Let's head this way for a little while. And then after we enter some new territory and kind of expand what we're going to try to claim, if not forever as ours, just kind of announce to everyone that the Starfall pack is here. They have been united as Silver and Shattered. They are determined to, if not claim this area forever as theirs, get some elbow room. That's kind of, I know that seems a little bit anticlimactic, but that's kind of the feeling I get from Silver, is that she's less upset. What's that? That's a cougar. Let's not chase that. In fact, we're gonna just maybe let the cougar know, hey, we're here. Was it after anything? Maybe we'll give it some space. Like, I don't think that these two would be super eager to go and like fight a cougar. Can we go any further to the west, or maybe we won't follow the cougar. We'll start going towards the south now. Aha! This is another spot we can go ahead and claim as our own. But I think maybe we'll turn around or go south now, because I don't think either of these two are that interested in having an area that's right next to a pretty active cougar spot. No, thank you. All right, we'll start going to the south. Is that lining up? Yeah, that's lining up kind of with where we're wiggling around. But elbow room sounds very anticlimactic for what our wolves might be searching for. But I think that Silver just really has a sudden sense of, if I want to make myself comfortable, if I want to find the places that will have the food, that will have the resources, that will just have not only what she needs for survival, but to really feel like she's living, and to share it with Pines, who she really is starting to get closer and closer to. And I don't think she really even has fully grasped just yet the idea. Oh, he didn't want to sniff noses. He's like, we've still got energy. Oh, good job. Good job, you two. You're right. This is actually the edge of another chunk of unclaimed territory. I don't think that she's super attached to it, since this territory is also pretty empty of everything. The snow is really burying any sense. I'm super amazed that these two still want to explore as much as they are, considering the fact that she is kind of limping and wounded. But let's see, east, north, west. We'll head this way. But the more area she establishes around herself, the more that the opportunities to survive and to feel like you're really living, that you really can have the comforts of being able to eat the rest of your pronghorn that you hunted. I really feel like that's where she's coming from right now. A lot of our other wolves sometimes become really determined, I need this for the sake of survival. And perhaps when their pups are born, that is how Silver will be thinking as well. But at the moment, it seems like she's thinking, this empty space, I may not even want it forever, but I want options. I want the ability to have the potential to enjoy the discoveries that I do make in life. And if I have to have some space to keep the other wolves back long enough to enjoy that, I could see her being, another spot. I could see her being one of those wolves that doesn't even want to claim a zone forever. Oh, she's so pretty. Look at her. Look at the snow and everything too. Yes, but I could see her wanting to more have that territory so that she has options. And I think she, more than a lot of our other wolves, understands that things change, life changes, opportunities change. Can I catch this bunny? There we go. And I think we're pretty full, so let's offer this to Shattered. And then maybe make a scent post. He's more interested in that as well. Oh, hey, our leg feels better. Well, that's pretty good. Maybe she just needed to like stretch it out. So that's very nice. Who's over there? Are those just a bunch of foxes sitting and having a very kind of creepy fox meeting? Coyotes, maybe? If they're foxes, they might have a little... They're foxes. Interesting. Trying to hide in the snow, are you? Shattered really, like, determined. Oh, I think he may have found, like, a little bit of food that they had. Maybe a mouse or something left over. I wonder if they have an abandoned den nearby that we might be able to add to, again, those options that we're sort of focusing on right now. That was the hare we killed. We're gonna need to stop for rest pretty soon, but there do happen to be, yeah, there is another den that I know that Silver remembers that we might go ahead. And I think that will kind of be her theme, is maybe expansive territory so that she can have options, not only for what is most optimal for survival, but for what feels like being alive to her. What feels like having just the joy of experiencing life, which I think is pretty fun and unique. How did our territory... Oh, we're in a new spot now. All right, let's see. I think we're headed towards... Yes, we are indeed headed towards that other den site. We'll make our way over there and then let her rest. I'm a little nervous that we are actually going to end up at the dens that are down here, even though we wanted to be more to the north, especially as the seasons change. Again, those options. On the one hand, the river might hold a lot of the other wolves at bay and kind of create a natural barrier. On the other hand, will we be able to have the space we need in order to go ahead and have all of the elk herds and everything else we need to survive off of? There's a lot of... See, there's a lot of ways that life could play out. A lot of unexpected things that might happen. And once again, I think what she really is more focused on more than anything else is just making sure that we have options. And I don't think she wants to confront or fight a lot of the other wolves. But at this stage, I do think she thinks if I put down the scent markers, then they'll know. And if they want to pick a fight, that's one thing. But at least the scent markers being put down, at least going ahead and kind of saying like, hey, this is mine, gives us a sense that we might potentially have that elbow space and kind of push the others out, especially the other dispersals, before they settle and make a pack. I like this little river over here too. Aha! I mean, it's not the worst den in the world, this abandoned coyote den. It has at least some trees. That's more than we can say for a lot of these places that we've had so far. All right, let's let these two rest. I am kind of nervous that we might end up with these pups before we even get a chance to start exploring the land across the river. But with Shattered's history, oh, that's a cougar. See, I think we'd prefer not to have that cougar anywhere near us, especially a spot we had just been thinking about denning at, unless you happen to have done some hunting. Yeah, you need to get out of here. Like, okay, it's on the run, but like, that's a little uncomfortable to just wake up to a cougar in the area that you were just been thinking, maybe this would be a good spot for a den. Yeah, I would be a little concerned about that too. But maybe it was just like going by, and I guess you have to get used to really questionable neighbors when you are here out in the world, in the wild, in the forest. I wonder how often, on average, a cougar walks past a wolf den. Like, every time it goes past, is that like dramatic and dangerous? How many pumas and cougars? Oh my gosh, is that cougar literally going to go into those bison? Because we're going to end up developing a little bit of bison worship if they just keep taking out the cougars for us. Are you guys seriously not even reacting to it? I mean, I'm kind of the opinion this should create a little bit of problems, right? Okay, okay. I really wouldn't mind. I really wouldn't mind if we have like these protectors who could also be destroyers in the bison. That's right, go this way. Go back towards them. That's right. Now the bison's laying down. Coward! Come back and fight the giant tanks! I almost like that idea that maybe we can strike more terror into this cougar's heart by going ahead and making it clear that, like, you might get herded into some very angry, like, boulders with horns if you come and mess with our area. I really want to see. I think that now this is almost a playful way, because we've seen the grizzly bears like attacked and taken out this way. And now I guess this is one way to go ahead and kind of declare ourselves. Oh. Yeah, that cougar is being very careful now. Okay. On the plus side, I wonder if it did end up getting a little bit of a bonk from those big old horns. And I can totally see Shattered actually chases a lot of the other predators around quite a bit too. I can totally see these two kind of taunting. Maybe not to the point of like, oh, we're going to like try to kill you, but I could see these two often taunting the wow, there we go. There we go. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Oh! Wow! I mean, because either the enemy of my enemy sort of thing, or really kind of like pitting these two enemies against each other. I have to admit, I know this isn't like an efficient use of time and calories and energy for these two, but at the same time, I think this is them living. Like, this is them living according to how they would live, is taunting their enemies with the threat of like, we feel confident we can outrun these bison, but can you? I think that we're good now. I think that we've done what we can to try to chase this group together, but I think that was a lot more amusing for our wolves than anticipated. Oh my gosh. Okay, so we need to have at least 3 more hexes, and the hexes need to be strong, and we need to find another den before we can have any offspring. So we need to get moving on those quests, but I have to admit, all right, the cougars figured it out. It's on the run. Again, though, that was kind of amazing. I think we have created possibly a scaredy cat, and we aren't gonna have to worry too much right away about having any issues with that. So all of that being said, and now that these two have kind of created a scaredy cat, the snow is getting super thick. Stretching it out seems to have helped Silver's leg, so that's fantastic. Pronghorn are nearby. I swear that's just to like tease. That's when you can smell somebody cooking a delicious meal, but it's too far away to do anything about. And I think we can say with confidence we've discovered a lot more about the Starfall pack, that they're willing, if not always, to engage in fighting with the other predators, definitely willing to taunt them a little bit, and they're also a little stubborn and feel like having options by having more territory, even if they decide not to hold that territory. But if they want it, not even aggressively taking it, because I feel like we're not out for blood for the wolves that pushed us down off of the like, we're not out for their blood, but that was ours. Possessive, there we go. Possessive of kind of what's in front of us versus possessive of the whole all the time. Possessive of having the options that feel like they are part of what has made, let's see if we can get this hair. Having options for part of what makes this life vibrant. And look, he got it. Is he gonna let us have it? Shattered! That's pretty amazing right there. Yeah. These two? These two? I think, oh, is this another rabbit that we can catch for him? You guys, I think these two are absolutely going to make it. I hope. As long as we don't have any more sudden tumbles off of entire mountainsides, at least. So, stay curious, everyone, and I'll see you next time. Bye-bye.